What's guys, the Red Cloak here, or Red Cloak here, and this today is actually chapter 260 of Black Clover, and here are the spoilers for tomorrow's chapter, actually Saturday probably. And I'll really just have to say this, I called it. I called ZENON basically pulling up on the Black Bulls and basically capturing Yami and doing the job himself, and for Dante being knocked out. So basically I called this and I was right. I won't show the actual spoilers in the actual manga panel because, you know, I don't want to get copyright strike. I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, I'll be only showing like the PNGs, like the popsicle stick stuff. So yeah, we'll get right into this. Once we get into that intro, let's hit it.
Yeah, hold up, what the fuck? Hey, bass in the trunk, yeah. Shorty wanna fuck, but I'm busy getting bucks. If you know my fucking name, you know my music bumps. If you hate my fucking shit, you a motherfucking chump. Hey, ooh, yeah, damn, Billy stay high like a kite. Yeah, bitch, I blew up overnight. Yeah, you know the world around town. Hey, my diamonds bright like a light. Yeah, my music different, I'm right. Hey, my music different, I'm right. Yeah, who the fuck else sounds like this? Hey, my music different, I'm right. I don't give up.
The first spoiler image that we see is actually Asta walking up to a basically knocked out Dante and ready to finish him off. And actually, I do like how Asta's grabbing the katana and actually he's about to use it to finish off Dante. And I do love how the arm is basically black now. So yeah, I think that arm is permanent. Well, not the same power, but still, it looks like the devil has possessed that arm now. We probably see one of the scariest or one of the most creepiest panels of this whole chapter, or probably this whole, you know, arc. ZENON popping out of a portal and actually beside Yami, and Yami doesn't even see him. Yeah, this panel actually shows the images before the disaster, and yeah, Yami's gonna get captured this chapter, which is shown, I'm gonna talk about it pretty soon. Yami turns around, and basically the coolest panel shot of this whole chapter is basically ZENON not even carrying, you know, William Bongens with his hands. He's just carrying him, or actually skewering him with his bone magic. He's not even carrying with his arms. He's just carrying with his bone magic. He's still with his hands in his pocket. ZENON just looks unfazed right now, and he looks unimpressed because, no, Dante kind of failed at his mission, so ZENON has to multitask and do it himself. And ZENON is trying to basically attack Yami with the bones, and we see Finro actually screaming. And actually, ZENON's devil magic is probably dimension magic, or probably some sort of spatial magic, because him popping out of there on the right time was kind of cool. That panel was goated. We all know ZENON. Anytime he shows up in the manga, somebody dies or gets captured. The first thing ZENON does is actually try to attack Asta, but Finro actually gets in the way and actually saves him with the spatial magic. And ZENON actually has a basically reflection, or basically a flashback when he's fighting Yuno. He basically does say, well, I'm using Google Translate right now, that he lost a considerable amount of mana versus Yuno, so Yuno did give him a fight in 55%. And ZENON basically shooting a bone from his wrist. Again, I do think bone magic is cool. I do love ZENON's character and his whole character design. I think it's pretty cool because he's the only one of the Dark Tribe members who doesn't play around, who didn't have to use their full power to actually accomplish their mission, and he didn't lose, unlike Dante. And we finally get to see my boy Henry. He actually charged in trying to save Yami from getting captured, but again, it's not going to work. And we actually see Asta talking to his devil, and I do think Asta was actually begging and pleading his devil to actually give him more power so he could actually fight down so Yami doesn't get captured. And I think the anti-magic devil said, nah bro, I don't think it's going to work. And we actually see Vanessa use her Fate Cat, but I do think that ZENON did kill some of the Black Bulls members. That's why Vanessa's using her Fate Cat and actually brought them back. But then ZENON, before she can actually get her Fate Cat to Yami, ZENON actually uses a portal and actually gives it back to her and says, yeah, how about you have this back? ZENON actually skewers Yami just like he did to William, and basically ZENON's basically about to take his leave. I also want to say this, these guys are basically tired and injured, so yeah, ZENON is not the strongest Dark Tribe member. Well, not that we know of, but we know he's the most serious of them all. We know that he just wants to do this for the glory of the Spade Kingdom, and he does not play around. When it's time, he will actually get serious and actually stop and destroy his targets. Once we get the translations, I do think ZENON's going to be kind of unimpressed about Dante, how he's saying that the world's on the palm of their hands when he completely lost to these guys. I'm pretty sure 6 months earlier, they probably would have won this fight. ZENON and Dante, well, Dante mostly, would probably won this with easy difficulty, or basically low difficulty, if this was no time skip and they didn't give them time to train. I'd be surprised if ZENON looks disappointed, or basically is disappointed at Dante for basically giving these guys some time and basically saying that it will be fun having a better fight, because ZENON just does want to get stuff over with very quickly. And I do find it cool how ZENON's still in his 55% form. Basically, when he went through that port, actually looked at Yami, I was like, oh god, yeah, Yami's screwed. I do think that ZENON did grab Dante, but I don't think he did at the same time. So I do think ZENON maybe grabbed Dante, or maybe he didn't. I do think it would be cool if ZENON just says, you know, screw it, you're not coming, because you basically got us in this situation, so you're not coming and you're not going to fulfill this plan. I'm going to do it myself. Because we saw how disappointed Zenon was when his two Dark Disciple members basically got destroyed by Yuno and the Golden Dons. He basically just says, I knew bringing 40% Dark Disciples would not work. He should have brought, like, 50% Dark Disciples. So that's why Zenon would probably be disappointed in Dante, because this guy, the guy that basically was so cocky and just said, the world's at the palm of our hands, and basically Zenon sees him in this condition. I just think Zenon's not even going to bring him with him. So I think Zenon will just leave, just take his leave with Yami and William, and not even bring Dante. And Dante probably just had to stay there knocked out. Well, Asta would probably just take him to the Clover Kingdom. And this possibly just means that Asta has bad blood for Zenon now, because he just captured Captain Yami, somebody he looked up to. And this is actually bad because Yuno wants to destroy him too, or actually get revenge on Zenon for what he did to the Golden Dawn. Well, I do want to know what you guys think about these spoilers. I do think, looking at it, it looks like the chapter's going to be a 10 out of 10, but I want to know what you guys think about it. Well, anyways, guys, it's been Red Cloak. I'm going to head up out of here. I will give you guys the official release when it comes out, or the fan translations, probably tomorrow. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, and goodbye.